Welcome to another edition of Our City. I'm pleased to be joined for the first part of this week's show by Ms. Zoila Terrones, who is the president of the Youth Committee for Peruvians For Progress. Zoila, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So we were talking a little about, but before the show, tell me a little about yourself. You were born in Peru and then you came to Elizabeth?
Yes, I was actually born in Peru, and I came when I was 10 years old. Right now, I was recruited by the Peruvians For Progress organization, and it's been great. We've been able to work together for different occasions, and right now I've been assigned the youth committee. So together we plan to do different activities around our community, helping our senior centers and everything.
So you went to school here as well?
Yes, I actually I started part of my elementary school and middle school. I finished up to high school. Now I currently go to Rutgers University in Newark, where I also manage another club called Rotaract Club, and which is a branch of the Rotary International, and it was the first founded club in Rutgers University.
So what are you studying at Rutgers?
Majoring in political science and philosophy, hopefully going to law school in 2 years.
Well, political science and philosophy, there's a little bit of that comes together, I can tell you that. Yeah, you probably see that, like existentialism and stuff.
Yeah,
huh?
the logic.
The logic, right.
Yeah.
It's a good mix, and I wish you well in your attempts to become an
much.
attorney. I think that'd be great. So Peruvians for Progress, you talked about some of the things you want to do. There's an awful lot of groups in the Latino community, and Peruvians for Progress is one of the more aggressive groups. Tell us about it.
Well, our organization, we don't only look to just recruit Peruvian members, we also open up our membership to everybody, to our Latino community. Right now, we do have, the majority of them are only Peruvian, but we've been able to host smaller festivals and a program which is called Chocolatada, which is where we serve hot chocolate and fruitcake to
We don't do that in
families.
July, do we?
No, we don't do that in July. In July, and right now, actually, like you mentioned before, we're going to be hosting the flag raising in front of City Hall, and we're going to do the event for the scholarships, which is where we award 9 students, actually, one of them being the valedictorian of Jefferson High School, Alexis Luna, and all of them are going to be joining us on this Friday and celebrating their academic excellence.
Very good. And as president of the youth committee, what are your set goals for this specific group?
Well, first of all, we want to invite all our youth community here in Elizabeth, and we wanted to ask them to join us and to help us, because our goals are to not only help teens but also the elderly. We hope to go to different senior centers around Elizabeth and see if we can cooperate in them by being part of different activities they might host.
So it's got a very energetic schedule. Are you doing any studies during the summer? Or
in the summer, no. I've only been able to intern in the summers. This summer, I took off to do Peruvians for Progress, the Max, and it's been great. The other summers, I dedicate myself to doing internships for my major. So.
Now, there was an event at City Hall a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
Were you out there at that event?
Yes, it was actually, I believe it was last Sunday,
right?
And we couldn't make a festival this year, but together with the group, we hope to make it bigger next year. We were only able to bring a couple of musicians from Peru and show our community the culture. And
it was hot.
It was great.
It was hot though that day. It was extremely hot.
Yeah.
Everybody was out there in their red shirts and
yeah.
the bands, and you had the young ladies who were the queens. You had them sitting in the sun up front. So
they were very brave to do that.
They were. We talked about some of the upcoming events for Peruvians for Progress. Let's talk more about them. Where are they? How do you get in? Entrance fees? What's the deal on that?
We actually open up our doors to everyone. There's no entrance fee. We welcome not only, like I said, our Peruvian community, but also our Latino community. And the upcoming event is the one on the 26th. So that will be held in front of City Hall, the flag raising at 5 p.m. And then the other one will be held in the administration building in the freeholder's office on the 6th floor at 7 p.m.
So you're going to leave the front of City Hall and then go over to the county courthouse for the event.
Yeah.
Now, you talked about this year you didn't have a festival, but you are hopeful to have one next year.
Yes.
So there's an awful lot of planning going into that event.
Yeah.
And I guess there's probably very few, right? Because everybody relies on just a few to get the work done. You probably seem like one of the people who's doing a lot of it.
Yeah, we hope to get all the members to form a committee. We're actually hoping to start next month because we want to make it really big, not only a festival, but a parade as well. So we want to bring our music, our dance, and also our food, because Peruvian food is very delicious, and we hope to bring that to our community.
I've been at a few Peruvian restaurants in Elizabeth, one on Orchard Street, and the
Don Julio.
The one with the potato and the sauce. What's that?
Potato,
I've been in
Papa
Don
la
Julio.
Huancaína.
I've been in the one Don Julio too in the port.
Yeah.
What is that? That potato with the yellow.
Yeah, it's a yellow sauce.
What is it called?
Papa a la Huancaína.
Yeah, I can't say that, but it's really tasty.
Yeah, it's really good. It's one of our typical dishes, and everybody likes it.
Now, is that a dish that is known throughout Peru, or different regions, or a region in Peru?
It's mostly eaten in the coast part of Peru, but everybody likes to make it. They all make it differently, actually.
Right.
But it's known all over Peru, and most of the friends I have that are not from Peru, everywhere, even Middle East, Asia, everybody likes to eat that, and that's like their favorite plate.
I was like, wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I never, being an Irish guy, you just eat a boiled potato, but eating them that way was extremely delicious.
It's really good.
Yeah. So you're forming a committee for the festival for next year, and the plan is to have it in front of City Hall again, or to have.
We actually want to have the parade, so we hope this is just a plan, but we hope to actually. Do it, but we want to have a parade, so all over Elizabeth Ave. So we want the dancing. We kind of had that last year, a bit small, but this upcoming year we hope to make it really big and have different floats representing the coast and the different regions of Peru, the 3 main regions of Peru.
Now, Zola, what made you get involved in Peruvians for Progress? How did you find it? I mean, head of youth committee, you're young. How did you? What made you do this? Your culture, your heritage, or did you have friends involved?
Yeah, well, like I was mentioning before, I've been in community service my whole life, ever since I was very young. I was born in Peru, but my parents belonged to a Rotary Club, and they made me, they involved me in it, so I've been doing it since I was very young, and when I came here, I was lucky to find the Rotary Club of Elizabeth, and along with Mr. Ken Rashuso, who's been a great help in everything, and it just inspired me. So when I found out about this club, a good friend of my dad, Ezio Bustamante, he told us about it along with President Orlando Galvez, and they involved me, and they were like, you seem like very enthusiastic about everything. So I was like, I'm able to do this in the summer and throughout the year.
Well, your enthusiasm comes through. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about that, Zola. The Rotaract thing that you're involved in Rutgers, did you help start that club, or it was there when you got there?
No, it was actually, I founded the club along with other friends, and we thought that it had already been created, but we came to the surprise that it wasn't. So Mr. Rashuso helped me in the process of starting the club, and this upcoming fall we'll be hosting our first activities. Unfortunately, since our school is in Newark, we're going to try our best to host some activities in Elizabeth, but the majority of them will be in Newark.
So do you commute, or do you stay in Newark during the semester? You commute.
I commute because it's very close.
Very easy,
so I
right?
stay with my family.
So in wrapping up, if anybody would like more information on Peruvians for Progress, who do they contact and how?
They can contact President Orlando Galvez, but any other questions that they might have, they can shoot me an email.
And the email address is?
It's Zoila, Zoila, Terrones, Terrones, at yahoo.com.
Zoila, thank you very much for taking the time to join us on the show this evening.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you at the flag raising on the 26th and enjoying Peruvians for Progress and all the cultural events that they do.
Thank you so much, Mayor.
For Zoila Terrones, please stay with us after these messages where we'll talk about National Night Out in the city of Elizabeth.